Well, hi guys, it's the caller at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Bit of a disaster so far. You can see behind me the players just going off, being roundly booed. I have to say, possibly one of the worst performances I've seen this season. Reguilón is having a nap. Reguilón having an absolute nightmare at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Højbjerg has been dreadful. Winks has been dreadful. I don't really know what he's going to do in the second half to sort that out. It all got off to such a good start. Bergwijn with a fantastic finish, almost a solo goal. Really good, really good. And it just went completely and utterly tits up, didn't it? I couldn't quite believe watching the defending. With Reguilón, I actually missed it. I was in the piss house, not eating more food for a change. I'll go through the food review in a minute. I might give you some light entertainment after that absolute shit show after the first 15 minutes. But yeah, it was just comical watching. I mean, Reguilón, I've never said anything like it. The guy's confidence must be on the floor. Take him off down, save him from himself. The slice goal was pretty special and a bit of a one-off, but the defending for the second was awful. And it's just really sad because I think the guy's a really talented player, but you know, his confidence is going to be on his arse. In terms of the way the team played, I thought Winks and Højbjerg was never going to work in midfield, and surprise, surprise, it didn't. I thought they were just too deep all the time, too deep, no one breaking forward, and when they did break forward they didn't come back. When Højbjerg went forward to the edge of the penalty area, he didn't get back from after Grealish had got the ball nearly in the back of the net. So for me, something's got to change. We've got to do something with the midfield. Personally, I think we should bring on Lo Celso. He's done well. I don't know why he's not playing today. Dembele, I'm not sure if he's even on the bench, so I missed that. I was too busy burying my snout in the food. And you know my view on Winks. You know my view on Winks. He's terrible and shouldn't be anywhere near a Spurs shirt as far as the caller is concerned. Up front, Harry's cut an isolated figure. It's just been really hard. For me, you've got to get some strength in that midfield. Winks or Højbjerg or both have absolutely got to come off, and I think we've got to take off Reguilón to save for himself, to be honest, as well, because you know there was a moment where he went down and they nearly broke and scored again, and the guy's confidence must be absolutely disastrous. So I don't expect a good game. In terms of reaction from the fans, there have been shouts of Levy out here. You can see where I'm sitting in the stadium. It's a beautiful stadium. It deserves far more than this shit show, I've got to be honest. People getting on the back of Ryan Mason a little bit, which obviously the buck stops with him. I think Son's been anonymous, not been near it at all in the game. So I don't know what more to say. I want to see Gareth Bale. He was born to play the Spurs, so I want to sing that one more time before he goes back to Madrid. In terms of the food review, met some amazing people here tonight. Met a couple of guys who follow me on Twitter, and one of our patrons. Do join the Patreon if you're not already in it. You can win a pint with the caller. Winning, really good. We started off with a pizza. That was nice. Then we smashed out some. What did I even have next? I had a Beavertown ale and some chicken from the Chicken Shack, whatever it was. And then a pie. I've had a pie with the game, and in between that some katsu curry, which was better than the football. I've got to be honest. I'd rather talk about the food than the football, because the football was that bad. It's embarrassing being a Spurs fan, and it's a shame. And you probably come through on TV that everyone's really, really quiet in the stadium. I mean, it's not always the case, but there's not much to cheer, is there? Let's be honest. It's been piss poor. It's been really poor. So, look, I hope you're all enjoying the coverage that I've been trying to send over on Twitter. Follow me at CheeseroomOC, and let's hope for a better second half, because it couldn't really get much worse from a Tottenham Hotspur perspective, could it? Interestingly, my season ticket is just there. TJ, we can hear the boos. Yeah, I mean, the crowd are getting pretty vocal at half time. I think there's a lot of people here thinking, why did I spend 60 quid, get here at 6 p.m. in the evening on a Wednesday night to see that? And Ryan Mason's team selection, I was a bit worried when I heard the news. We've got Winks and Højbjerg midfield. Dele, I don't think any of them had a great game to be honest. Actually, one person, Dyer, who without Dyer I think would be probably another goal down, because he really did stop that last effort. So look, let's hope for a better second half, and come on, these Spurs, we've got to think that he's going to make some change at half time, surely, isn't he? Crowd needs to get behind the team. I mean, they can be after 90 minutes. Yeah, I get that, but it started off so promisingly. I thought we were going to walk it at 1-0 up, playing really, really well. But you can't blame people. They've come out on a Wednesday night, paid 60 quid to see the team that they haven't seen for months, and then they've almost got stage fright, haven't they? I mean, Villa give them their due. Grealish is back and he's absolutely running the show. I'm not sure what they'd do without that guy, because he was excellent. He was really good running the show, but when you're competing with Winks for the ball in midfield, is it ever any wonder that you're running the show, really? So yeah, let's just hope. I still think we can win this. I do honestly think we can win this, but I think there's going to have to be some substitutions at half time. He's got to change it really quickly. Ideally, I'd like to see Bale on. I'd like to see Lo Celso or Dembele on. Got to firm up that midfield, because it's getting walked all over at the moment. Grealish has basically been given the freedom of the park out there. Like literally the freedom of the park. He's able to go anywhere he wants at will. Dutch grass, our players have been playing with this poor attitude for 2.5 years now. Attitudinally, I don't think they're not working hard. They're just not playing well. It's not linking up. There's not links, but I don't think it helps when you've got a team selection with no guile or steel in midfield at all. I mean, yeah, we've got two defensive midfielders indeed. Ain't going to get the job done. There's got to be someone there to progress the ball, and unfortunately, that's not Højbjerg and it's not Winks. So that's what I think about that. This is the caller reporting for the Cheese Room, coming from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I mean, the good news is, for everyone who can see, we've got a DJ on the decks here. Is that Levy? Just Levy doing the decks? It might be. We've got to make some changes in the second half, and there's no reason why we can't win. That's what I would say. We're kicking this way in the second half as well, so I should get some good footage for y'all. But yeah, it's quite amusing. We've got some DJing going on. Makito, Winks, Dyer, Reguilon are all being unprofessional. I don't know about unprofessional. They're just not playing very well. I mean, Reguilon's just been so bad. I can't even begin to tell you how bad Reguilon's been. I think I'd like to pull my boots on and get down there to the touchline, and the second half, actually think I could fall over and feign injury as well as he can. Dreadful. Dave Cox has the free pies. Dave, I've got to tell you, if I eat another thing, I'm going to die. I've already decided. I've parked about a mile down the road. I'm going to walk back, because I think I need the exercise. I've had about 3,000 calories in free food, but the good news is it's quarter one Daniel Levy nil, I reckon, because I reckon my tickets only cost me about 30 quid tonight, and the only problem with that is I think this has been less than 30 quid's worth of entertainment. So yeah, the man buddy's out there warming up. You can see him there. He is warming up, and let's hope beyond hope that beautiful man bun can do something in the second half. Yeah, there you go. I'd like to say I'm optimistic about it, but I'm not. The highlight of my evening, if you like, has just been coming back into the stadium and meeting some people and having a good chat with them about Spurs and what they think about stuff. There hasn't been any real sign of any anti-ENIC or anti-Levy protesters. A few calls of Levy out when we went 2-1 down. But you get that, but Daniel Levy's not on the pitch, is he? Let's face facts. So he needs to get the management appointment right. We need to get the season done. Ideally, salvage what we can. I can't see us beating Leicester playing like this. Is the God's honest truth. So we really do need a result tonight to guarantee or 1 foot in that Europa League spot. Otherwise, we could be playing in that dreaded Europa Conference League. So yeah. There you go. I've just seen I can do a nice little effect. Look at this. That looks better, doesn't it? Anything that makes me listen there? No, definitely not. I mean, I feel your pain. This is very difficult to watch. It's not been... I think it's worse when you watch it on TV than when you're here. You see a lot more. So, you know, the penalty Hugo in the, whatever it was, 5th minute, when he took out Ollie Watkins, didn't look anything here in the stadium. I'm sure I've said on the Patreon chat it was a lot worse than that. In terms of what you saw on replays and that, but it didn't look like anything to write home about really. So let's just hope the second half we can pull our socks up a bit. Anyway, that's all from the caller. I'll be back with you maybe at full time for the walk home. If I get bored, we can talk about the game. If you're not doing anything after the game, immediately I've got about 1.5 miles that way to walk past the door stand. I'm going to go and get a little kit for my daughter before I leave. If we go 3-1 down, I might do it before then, before the end of the game. And we can have a chat about the game if you're around. So look, thanks for watching. Come on, you Spurs. We can still win this. Don't get your heads too far down because we can win it. We started the game absolutely fine. We've just got to have that fight determination. And if I was Ryan Mason in there, I'd be saying, you know, we can absolutely do this, but we've got to mix it up in the midfield or the game's done. Cheers and come on, you Spurs.